Hi there, it's John from Shopkeep Arty again. We've been receiving lots of emails from you about our private workshops and the upgraded features that you can also subscribe to. The first one is the art critique, and what I thought would be a really good idea is just to give you a taster of some of the things that we'll be doing in that video that you'll have exclusive access to, and you can watch as many times as you want. So it's a really good and useful thing. I think we described it in online as almost like another workshop. So we'll go through that with you. Also, just to mention the souvenir element. So there's a souvenir where we'll actually create a ceramic coaster of the painting that Jane actually does in the workshop. And the nice thing about it is that if you end up coming to a number of workshops that Jane runs, you can build up a set with all the different paintings that she's done, and you can have that in your house. It's a really nice feature. So we'll send you that ceramic coaster at the end of each workshop, and you can then build up a little set. So it's a really nice little touch. So first of all, we'll say hello to Jane. Hello, Jane.
Hi, everyone.
And then, so what we thought we'd do is we'd use one of our previous private webinars and we'd show one of the paintings that we received from that. So this is what we would do in the critique, and we'd go through all the different paintings. Here's an example of one of the paintings that we might review. And if you wouldn't mind just saying a few words about this, Jane.
Yeah, this is a lovely painting, and I have critiqued it with the lady who painted this and pointed out one or two things that I think she should alter to make it even better than it is. And she has done that now, and she's actually framed it. So I'm sure, you know, she'll be pleased that she was able to learn from critiques like you hopefully will do, because when you see lots of other people's work as well with different things that probably aren't quite right and you could improve on, you learn from that, you know, not just on your own work but other people's work as well. For example, one of the things people have problem with is negative leaves. That's where we paint around a leaf rather than actual painting the leaf in, and you bring out the background colour. So on the left hand side here, this lady, she thought she'd add a bit of colour, which was a nice idea, but she didn't add enough of it, and she's ended up with a halo around a leaf. And when I looked at this painting, my eye went straight to that leaf. Well, that's not the main subject, you know, dandelion and the forget-me-nots are really, everything else is. I mean, if you look at the bottom, you know, at the right-hand side, she's done a lovely one there, just underneath the top dandelion there. That's a perfect negative leaf. So she did get better as she went along, and you know, I'm really pleased with how she's done those. And now, as I say, she has put it right. But that one on the left, I'll just show you what people do, what they tend to do as a mistake, you know, and they get this thing about, oh, negative leaves, I can't do those. So they're very timid. And I'll just draw a negative leaf shape on this bit of paper and show you, we'll keep it that way around, I think. I don't want to draw it too heavy, else, you know, I won't get rid of the halo either then. So what you do with a negative leaf, we've got some blue and green going on there, you know, and why we do negative leaves is for this reason, because when you put a background wash on, you couldn't paint those colours in there like they are. You know, so we're making use of that lovely effect from the background washes by showing them out as a leaf or as a flower or anything else you want to negative paint. So what you need to do is draw faintly the shape of whatever you're picking out, in this case a leaf, wet around it, all the way around gently, plenty of water. And then because you've got plenty of water on, you've got plenty of time before it dries. So just smooth all that away. And I normally use what colour is surrounding the leaf, but slightly darker just to pick it out a little bit. So that looks like a bit of ultramarine, I think there, or lunar blue probably. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it's lunar blue. So now the paper's wet, I can add paint to that. And then if you see there, it's a greeny colour. So I'll go into a greeny colour. And just to add interest as well, so it's not all completely surrounded by one colour. And then immediately wash back into that already wet paper that you've got. Need a bit of a bigger brush. So then you're left with a lovely leaf shape that's just appearing, you know, just coming from, say, undergrowth or something like that. And, you know, you could have another one there like that. The paper's a bit wet, but that would show that up. But I'm not left with a halo, you know, you've got to be quite subtle. And the key is plenty of water and plenty of paint. And then, you know, you could put a bit of a vein down it and just let it disappear on that side, you know, and just pick it out one side. But there's no halo around it because I've added paint around it and washed back and just left, you know, that naturally. It's coming out the background naturally rather than looking as though it's stuck on. And that's a typical mistake people make. So, you know, the main mistakes I'll go over and show everyone what to do. And then you can put yours right if that's the case in your painting. So
yes, basically it is almost like an additional workshop in a way. It's just not painting along with you, but you're going through other people's artwork and talking about some of the common mistakes and how they can rectify those things.
That's it. And when they're painting along live, you know, I know it's difficult not being at, you know, we're a virtual workshop, so can't able to go round and say, oh, I shouldn't put that there or do that. But now's your chance to for me to do that and how to rectify it, you know. And I know you're trying to catch up as well when it's a live workshop. So, but there's probably bits on your painting you want to spend more time on. Exactly. And need more advice on, and that's what the critique's all about.
That's perfect. So hopefully that's really helped. And then obviously at the end of that that session, we'll take a high resolution image of Jane's painting, and then we'll high quality print it onto a ceramic coaster as well. So if you go for that the souvenir option as well, we can send a nice high quality ceramic coaster to you as well that you can keep as a souvenir and build into a set. So hopefully that's been really useful for you, just to kind of understand how Jane is going to be critiquing the artwork and also any other questions, any other things that you were thinking about. So great, thank you very much for that, Jane. And
you're welcome. See you soon.
We're really looking forward to the next private webinar.
And me, can't wait.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.